On this week's episode of the Unlocked with Savannah Chrisley podcast, Savannah Chrisley admits that it's been a while since she last visited her parents. In June 2022, Todd and Julie Chrisley were convicted on federal tax evasion and fraud charges. The Chrisley Knows Best stars were wrapped up in an extensive bank fraud scheme. Prosecutors claimed that the Chrisleys knowingly submitted fake documents to secure more than $30 million in fraudulent loans. Todd was originally sentenced to 12 years in prison, but his sentence has since been reduced to 10 years. Julie was sentenced to 7 years, but her sentence was also reduced by a year. While speaking on her Unlocked with Savannah Chrisley podcast, Savannah discussed how challenging it has been visiting her parents. As Savannah reflected on her parents' prison sentences, she noted the one aspect she missed the most. "That has been really tough. Especially going to visit mom and dad and being in a relationship and feeling like I want something for myself at times," she says. "So we have gone to see them almost every weekend, but this past month, it's been 3 weeks since we've seen them." In her defense, Savannah says that her schedule has just been too jam-packed. "That's been because of just me and the kids' travel, and holidays, and school, and work," she stated. "I have this layer of guilt that weighs over me like, oh my gosh, you have to go see them. Like how selfish of you. I'm the angel on one side and devil on the other, of just this constant battle of feeling what I'm doing isn't enough. Luckily, both my parents understand," she says. "They want the kids to be happy and to not be visiting a prison 24/7. But I think that's just my own internal battle." For Savannah, the longer her parents have been locked away, the harder it's been to come to terms with it. "When I first got to see them, I got to hug them. I got to love on them. And don't get me wrong when I say this, I love going and visiting and seeing my parents. But the longer they're there, the harder it is to visit. Because I know that I'm leaving them there and that's the tough part," she says. Now that the holiday season is in full force, Savannah is finding it harder to be away from the ones that she loves the most. "Over Thanksgiving I literally just had a full-on sob moment by myself," she reveals. "There was something that happened and all I wanted was to call my mom, talk to her and get her advice. That's what you want to do when you're in a relationship, you just want mom's advice." Like any child, Savannah misses the ability to confide in her mother, Julie. "When I look at my life now, when my mom met my dad he had 2 kids and in a way, I'm weirdly reliving her life. Because obviously my boyfriend has kids and there's things that happen that I just want my mom's advice," she says. "I just want to hear how she went through it, what she went through and talk and vent and relate and get advice. And learn how to show up better. I just started crying and I couldn't call her." The longer they're there in prison, I'm reminded of what I don't have and you're also reminded of how slow our system is and you just have to sit and wait. Do you feel bad for the Chrisley family? Or do you think they are responsible for their own undoing? Let us know your opinion in the comments section.